Okay, so BCDA is a square with diagonals that intersect at E. Find the value of x if CAB, so this guy right here, this guy is 3.5x plus 10. And I want to know what x is, so I'm solving for x. Because this is a square, I know that these angles are all right angles. I should know that these sides are all congruent, which in this case doesn't matter. But I should also know that these diagonals are all congruent to each other. And these angles are 90 as well. This diagonal is congruent to this diagonal as well. Those are all just your properties of a square. So since this little angle here is 3x plus 3.5x plus 10, if I double it, that's going to give me 90. So diagonals bisect angles in a square as well. So that means this angle is congruent to this angle, which would make these two the same measure because opposites are congruent because it is a parallelogram. And then also this angle is the same as this angle, which would be the same as these as well because opposite angles are congruent at whole. And then opposite angles for all parallelograms over that transversal or diagonal in this case are congruent as well. So 2 times 3.5 is going to give me 7x plus 20 equals 90. I'm going to subtract 20 from each side, and then we're going to divide by 7, so x equals 10. So it says find the value of x, so we are done. We've done it. Again, you just got to know your properties of a square. So diagonals bisect the corner angles would be the one you would use, and knowing that the corners are 90. So diagonals bisect the angles and knowing that the angles are 90. All right, so this got off the page. No good. All right, diagonals that intersect at E. Find the value of C, because that's what I use for x, if AEB is 5C squared. So again, this is a square, which you know all four sides are congruent, all four outer angles are 90, diagonals are congruent, diagonals bisect all the angles. And then a reminder for parallelograms, so this angle would be equal to this angle as well. But the most important rule is that you know that the diagonals intersect at 90 degrees. So all four of these little angles are going to be 90 degrees. So we're going to do 5c squared equals 90. So divide by 5. So 90 divided by 5 is going to give me 18. So c squared equals 18. We'll take the square root of those. Sorry, we lost our 1. So the square root of 18, again, not a lovely number. So you could easily say C is the square root of 18, or round it to the directions they say, or just for me, round it to the hundredths place. So either 4.243 or the square root of 18 is going to be your answer to the value of C. Now, if it asked what this answer was and you wanted to check it, obviously you know they're 90, but to check it, 5 times the square root of 18 squared. Remember, if you square the square root, it falls off. So that's 5 times 18, which should give us 90. We did our math right. All right, guys. Have a great one.